Still alive. There we are. Quickly set this up. Beat new. How do we put this? A new ranked competitive season of Pokémon Champions kicks off today. How fast can I climb the ranks back up to Master Ball? Live now. Let's jump in and see how quickly this tells me that none of my ranking data matters anymore. Where did I end Season 1? Is it going to tell me where the ranked season ended? Do I get that in, like, what, battle data? Season M1. Where did I end up? In the top 300,000 Pokemon players, which is, you know, not amazing, but for my first season actually taking ranked seriously, I don't think that's bad. I made it to Master Ball. I made it to Master Ball rank 3 a couple of times, and then I dropped out of it. I couldn't stay there consistently, but let's jump in. What team do I currently have set? Sure, I'll take 10,000 VP. Where we go? We're going... Yeah, let's... No, let's start with the Hyper Offense team. Hello, Terra, and it is indeed that sleepy trans girl behind the counter. I will hear no claims to the contrary. Okay, right, who are we up against? There's Frieza. Okay, so we need some... there's nothing that's going to punish water too much, so we can probably be pretty safe with this lead. The Floette would be good against the Garchomp. Could do with something ideally fire type, but I don't have any real good fire options. You are Fairy as well, though. What's your Mega gonna be? It could be Mega Garchomp, it could be Mega Lopunny. Let's give this a go and see how it does. Now, just because I'm in Pokemon rank, no longer means I'm actually going to be against Pokemon rank trainers. There could be people who last season made it up to Master Ball rank and are using their Master Ball rank teams this early. I feel like the climb through Pokeball is going to be... Yeah, it's going to be a steeper competition this time around. I think Lopunny is your Mega, and I'm going to double into it, potentially foolishly. Yeah, because I want to take the Mega out of it. Like, realistically, I probably should have gone one into each, to avoid the doubling into a Protect, which... Okay, you used Fake Out. But that does mean my wave track should... Oh. I always fucking forget that the other elemental Rotom types are still electric. I focus too much in on, oh, that's an ice type Rotom. And not enough on, it's still a Rotom. These are weaknesses I recognize I have and I need to just beat out of my own brain. And that's only going to happen with practice. So I'm going to have to hope that the choice stuff lets me go first. Arcanine? Yeah! Choice band, close combat to Arcanine should do pretty well. The Arcanine's not going to be able to protect. The Freezer could protect. It's not going to. Yeah, close combat should. Okay, didn't quite one-hit KO. Because of the focus sash, but I have choice band, so I can still get the attack in first, probably, against Arcanine next turn. Can Light of Ruin one-hit KO the Fridge? Yes. Okay. This was a good turn. Losing the Basket Legion turn 1 was really foolish. I just did not think about the threat that was in front of me properly, but we recovered. We pulled it back. What we do here is the Dazzle and Gleam to try and get the tiny bit of damage on the Arcanine. We go for the close combat to the low punny. Yeah, you're going to use Fake Out again, expected as much, but... Tara says, I need to thank you for something small you helped me with. Last time I played Like a Dragon, I was getting sick and I had a hard time concentrating. I couldn't figure out how to do the shareholders meetings, so I was never able to do that minigame. But then, since then, you've said that it's like Pokemon, and now going back into it, I kept that in mind and just made them water, grass, water, and fire, and I was able to beat it no problem. Thanks for seeing everything as Pokemon. I'm glad I could help. It is just Pokemon, and I'm so glad that that was helpful. It is just basic type matchup, simplified Pokemon. Okay, I should have this. We're gonna Light of Ruin into the Garchomp. Close combat into the Garchomp. We're just gonna double into the Garchomp. I don't think they have any way of punishing me for the double. You might have Rough Skin, which might take out the Sneasler, but should survive an Earthquake. If not, no. Okay. Okay. It does matter then. I mean, Sucker Punch might be the way to do it. What's your health looking like? Sucker Punch is a 70. Has priority. You can't hit me without doing a damaging move, and if you do, I'll Sucker Punch you first. Yeah, there we go. Saw that out, played to it. Oh, we cleared Pokeball rank 4 in a single battle. What was the performance bonus for? I don't know what the performance bonus means, but I'll take it. I'll take the win. I spent my evening this evening after work working on fictional space diplomacy. I've been learning about the historical concept of letters of marque, which were letters that the British Navy used to issue to pirates to be like, hey, we're at war and we don't have enough ships. You know how right now you're considered a legal pirate? How would you like to help us in the war and be considered a privateer rather than a pirate? And basically come back a war hero rather than a villain? This is a path to perceived legitimacy through helping us at a time of war. I've been learning about that and working out how to apply that to space politics. Right, Basket Legion in the front. Is Victory Bell their Mega? Could be Mega Drampa, could be the Mega. Okay, Sneasler should be safe in the front. Corvusquire could really punish the Floette if it led in the front. But we could really punish their Drampa if they lead Drampa. I think Victory Bell's the only thing that could punish the Vasca Legion lead, and if it does, we'll be aware to be cautious of it. I could do my poison attack. No, it's poison grass, isn't it? I feel like that Victory Bell's probably gonna be in the leading pair. Okay, it's not. That's good. Okay, we made the right call. Okay. Sneasler close combat into the Arcanine should be a one-hit KO. Wave Crash into the Horlucha, I think, is a one-hit KO. You could Mega the Horlucha, I don't think you're going to Mega the Horlucha. Okay, the Victory Bell's going to take a free close combat. Okay. I now have to gamble. Both of these are potential... Both of these could be Mega'd. The question is, are you going to Mega them, and if so, which? Oh! So Tara, I've not been researching that for the Dice Funk Train season, but now you mention it, it would be really interesting for Dice Funk Train season, and maybe I should also keep that in my back pocket for that. I think I can probably take the Horlucha out if it doesn't Mega. I feel like the Victory Bell's going to be their Mega. No, they're not Mega'd either. They're really... Yeah, I'll talk about this in the break between these these fights. It is funny who gets called a war hero and who doesn't. Okay, we took the Horlucha out. The fact that they've had multiple turns and they've not Mega'd either of these tells me that the Drampa probably is the Mega I should be watching out for, which is good, because I have Floette as an answer to that. The BT, Dice Funk on a Train is not a Dimension 20 on a bus knockoff, it is a legitimate season of Dice Funk I am working on. Okay. I have no great answer to the Victory Bell. I think the Drampa's in the wings and it wants to be... Ooh. Okay, I could have sent the Sneasler back in. Okay. I think you're both going to attack into Floette. Hey, Nathling, I'm doing good today. I was saying to people who arrived earlier, I've been working on learning about the historical pirating concept of letters of marque and applying it to fictional space diplomacy. Right, who's protecting right now? I'm gonna click on this. Oh, I really thought you were gonna go into the Floette. Yeah, I thought you were going to double it. We didn't quite get the one-hit KO. That's rough. Okay. And Gambit's going to need to protect. Floette's going to have to go for the... Let's go for the Dazzling Gleam. How is the new baby? Gizmo, the new cat, is very nervous. She's been very nervous moving into the new place. We're looking after her, we're doing everything we can to make her feel comfortable, having just moved in. Had to give her a medicine tonight. She doesn't very much like her arthritis medicine, but... Oh, that Arcanine hanging on with 1 HP is a bastard. Okay. if Arcanine tries to attack, Sucker Punch. Try and get a Moonblast in quick for the kill on Victory Bell. Yeah, so I'll tell you a little bit about why I've been learning about Letters of Marque, which is a historical concept where the British Army were like, we will get, at times of war, we will offer letters to pirates, being like, we'll call you a privateer rather than a pirate. We will stop trying to arrest you for your pirating activities if you help us out because the war is happening. And it sort of worked out well for everyone, roughly. Look, we need more ships for the war. You would like to not be hassled by us for being pirates. Win-win. And I've been learning about this because Bridge Command, because of course I have the eternal side quest I am running. Give me a second to work out my... Protect the King Gambit. Try for a quick Dazzling Gleam, see if we can take the Arcanine out, do a little bit of damage on Kamina. So in Bridge Command right now, the sort of Star Trek LARP adjacent thing that I've been attending, we are on the eve of war. Basically, this upcoming weekend, there is a special event happening that, on paper, is a couple of factions of the Space Navy are going to do some war games. We're going to do some practice war exercises just to, you know, prepare ourselves for combat, practice our techniques and routines. And it seems very clear that what is probably going to happen is we are going to finally enter war with the big, scary, overwhelmingly powerful alien species that's been threatening the setting for a while. Because next week begins something called Frontline Missions, where there's a map of the universe and who has control of sectors of it, and it sure seems like war's about to break out. So, I've been doing space diplomacy, trying to be like, how can I effectively... how effectively can I get the different space factions to work together? And one of the things I've been working on is trying to get the pirate factions in space to come work with the Space Navy, because, you know, we've got a bigger threat than any one of us coming up, and it's to our shared benefit to deal with the problem. But a lot of the pirate factions are hesitant to work with the Space Navy, because they're basically like, hey look, maybe we've had good experiences with one or two of your individual crews or whatever, but we still show up as red enemy ships destroy on sight, generally across your fleet. An alliance means nothing if a different ship in the fleet's just going to shoot us next time they see us. And the Admiralty's like, well, we don't want to create an alliance with pirates without some kind of promise that they'll definitely, you know, work in our best interests and etc. And neither side is willing to make the first step of diplomacy properly. So the idea I've been floating with a fellow member of the Diplomatic Corps is reintroducing Letters of Marque as a concept, and basically going, look, if there is a pirate faction that, like, one of our ships gets on well with, and it's like, look, we can both agree that alien threat is, like, the big problem we should be fighting right now. We should be working together. It would be to our overall benefit if, like, we didn't mark you as enemies and didn't come after you, and you helped us when needed in the war. Here is a letter basically going, you're a privateer rather than a pirate. That's a path towards an alliance eventually. So I'm trying to bring an old British Empire wartime maritime navy issue for dealing with pirates to the Space Navy as a way of dealing with the incoming alien invasion. That's what I've been working on tonight here. I'll turn down the game audio a bit. No worries, apologies that I've been drowned out by the, this is the problem with a game like this that has really wide dynamic range where the louds spike so much. Untold Urban, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Not been here for a couple of years, admittedly, but had a Prime sub via a free trial and thought I'd pop by. Well, thank you very much for getting those Bezos bucks and thinking to slide them my way. It's very appreciated. All is doing very well here. You've joined on the first day of a new season of ranked competitive in Pokemon Champions. I'm 2 matches in and I'm currently 2 wins, 0 losses. I'm climbing that ladder back up to Master Ball rank. But yeah, general concept is I took an old concept of like getting pirates to work with the Navy at times of war. I was like, what if we applied that to the Space Navy? Hey, Echo, how you doing? Okay, what could they punish the Basket Legion with? I need to remember, Rotom is electric. Okay. So... okay, you're probably doing... Mega Scizor with the Follow Me Mice to redirect. So I want wide multi-target damage. The Floette. Do you have any great answers for the Floette? You've got the Chimchar, which you might use against the Floette, but I think I gotta give it a go. I'm sorry to hear you've had a rough one, Echo. You're welcome to talk about it or to not, whichever would be more helpful. Tara says, I had to focus on what you're saying because, like I said, I love the politics of war. Yeah, so here's the thing, like, talking about, like, again, for anyone who's just tuned in, talking about Bridge Command, the fake Star Trek LARP I do. There are multiple pirate factions that I have really good diplomatic relationships with. There is one in particular, a tragic band, who I actively got to fight on our side during a particular battle, at which point the people running Bridge Command came to me after the mission. They were like, we've run this mission like a few hundred times. You're not supposed to be able to talk them into helping you, but you did. That's real good diplomacy. But a lot of these factions are like, look, we don't want to help long term because where is the guarantee that like a different ship in your fleet isn't just going to see the red ship on their radar and go in for the kill again? Like that's a super fair point. Okay, yeah, let's try and take this Rotom out ASAP. Yeah, I made it to Master Ball rank 4 in the first season. I made it up to rank 3 a couple times and then kept dropping down to rank 4. But I made it to Master Ball rank, and I want to make it to Master Ball rank again. I'm taking it seriously. But yes, so there's that. There's a couple of other factions that I've had like really good diplomatic relationships with in the pirate factions, but it keeps coming down to, look, the Space Navy don't want to say yes to alliances with pirates without, like, they don't want to commit to anything that sounds too, like, long-term committing, and the pirates are like, unless you commit to something, we don't want to, what incentive do we have to help you? I'm trying to be like, look, here's a thing where it's like, here is an immediate problem and an alliance of necessity that is temporary by nature and only lasts as long as it's useful to us both, but maybe is the first step to a permanent alliance between us. Okay, they megaed the Glamora. I assumed it was going to be the Scizor. Can I double into the Glamora to... It's not going to be very effective. I think if I double into the Glamora, because it can't protect this turn, if it doesn't swap out, I might be able to take the Glamora. Okay, yeah, I probably didn't need to also Light of Ruin it, but... yeah, I want to take their Mega off the board ASAP. Scizor is a threat, and I should be concerned about, like, I think Scizor's probably going to take my Floette out this turn, I suspect. Oh no, it's going for Sword Stance. Okay. Well, both of my Pokemon are faster than the Scizor. Scizor could use, like, Bullet Punch, which, with a Sword Stance, maybe that's enough, but... I've got a Water type in the back, so Infernape's not a big problem. Scizor with Sword Stance is the bigger problem. I want to do my best to take it out before it gets a chance to do a type advantaged attack. Yeah, called it. Bullet Punch for the type advantage, for the priority. How fast is your Chimchar now? Okay. Close combat couldn't quite get the one-hit KO, but it puts you in danger range. Does this lower your your defense stat doing doing Flare Blitz, or does it damage you? Is it recoil? It's recoil. Okay. I reckon Baskia Legion could probably get the kill with Aqua Jet. Priority Water Move could probably get the kill here. Yeah, Aqua Jet should get the kill. And if Scizor attacks, it will take a Sucker Punch. I think this is the trap that gets me the win. Scizor can't safely attack, and I don't think Infernape can survive my priority move. Hey, NK Man! How you doing? But yes, for anyone who is interested in the politics of war, I can read you the fake diplomatic letter I wrote tonight, if anyone is curious in hearing a bit of Laura's space diplomacy. There's the Sucker Punch. Yeah, called it. Sure. Give me a second to get to between fights. You'll get to hear Laura the Space Diplomat. This is what it sounds like when I do space diplomacy in LARPing. Actually, let's just see. Okay, so 3 matches and we're already up to Great Balls here. There we go. That's good progress. Okay, let me find the letter I was writing this evening. A letter to the United Confederation Navy Admiralty. Petition to reintroduce letters of marque. On Earth, during the 16th to 19th centuries, letters of marque allowed the British Empire to turn enemies into allies during a time of war, by licensing pirates as privateers. In more recent times, a similar system was in use by the Commonwealth Stellar Navy. The benefits? It allowed for a larger and more unified army during the war effort, allowed less effort to be wasted policing a group that wasn't the primary threat, and allowed pirates who agreed to a code of conduct a path to be seen as heroes rather than villains, and provided a path toward rehabilitation. The issue right now, on the eve of the UVP war conflict, is we require more allies and fewer enemies. As members of the Diplomatic Corps, we have been working to improve diplomatic ties with a number of pirate factions with great success. We can cite instances where we have fought alongside rather than against pirate factions, and as a result had more favourable outcomes in combat. See for example Operation Kapayapo, and our successful alliance with a tragic band against a force of UVP vessels in defence of IMC Witherspoon Mine. In exchange for medical supplies needed to recover from their last UVP encounter, we were able to rapidly gain the support of an ally with a shared objective, and reduce the risk of future attacks against the IMC or the UCN. The issue, however, is with formalising these cooperation agreements into longer-term arrangements. At the end of the day, these factions are reluctant to cooperate while our fleet's IFF, Identify Friend and Foe, still identify them as enemy forces. This places their lives in danger as all too often UCN crews see a red ship on a radar screen and fire before asking questions. While they trust individual crews who have engaged in diplomacy not to fire upon them going forward, that's far from a fleet-wide agreement to non-aggression. A recent example of this is the New Buccaneers. The issue of IFF markings was a major sticking point for them. They felt we treated them like hostiles, so they were forced into responding in kind. This issue was resolved with them about a year ago, and now the relationship is productively developed to the point we are now on the cusp of fully integrating them into UCN forces. And we recognise the UCN is going to be hesitant to change the IFF status of known pirate factions without a formal agreement to an alliance in place, or the faction agreeing to UCN rule. At present, this stalemate is preventing progress on diplomacy. Neither pirate factions nor the UCN wish to make the first move required to formalise a working alliance that would benefit both parties. This is why we are petitioning the Admiralty to reintroduce the concept of letters of marque, and provide a framework to bridge this divide. A temporary mechanism to allow collaboration between the UCN and pirate factions in the face of a greater threat. If the pirates maintain their obligations under the letter of marque for a suitable amount of time, the UCN would then consider a formal alliance which could persist beyond the war. These letters could be issued faction-wide, or to specific named vessels as part of sub-factions. We would request that a process be put into place to provide officers discretion to issue letters of marque. We suggest this authority could be granted to members of the Diplomatic Corps, those in possession of a diplomatic medal, and officers ranked lieutenant, commander, or higher, at the discretion of flight controllers. We propose that those ships or factions flying under a letter of marque would carry the following benefits and responsibilities. Be marked as green, white, or possibly some other colour using our IFF system. We would ask them to bring any UVP technology or intact destroyed ships to the UCN for verification. We would reimburse and reward them for this. Do not fire upon UCN vessels or our allies. Treat prisoners of war under the UCN rules for prisoner treatment. If they're able to capture a living, non-human entity from a UVP, they are to bring them to the UCN. Our stance is they should be brought in alive. We would not prevent them from pirate activity that does not impact the war effort. We will share UVP-specific technological developments, sociological understanding, and military tactic developments with them. We will come to their aid in UVP encounters, and they to ours. We will provide assistance in ship repairs, medical aid, and, where appropriate, weaponry. They are not to make deals on behalf of the UCN. Recipients of letters of marque will be granted access to the UCN's UVP encounter map, which can be used to signal when they require UCN support or highlight when the UCN requires them to offer aid. We believe this is the most time-effective manner of gaining tactical support in the field during large-scale UVP battles with minimal negotiation, and the clearest route to progressing long-term diplomatic negotiations with factions that until now have been cautious to trust agreements made with the UCN. So that's my fake diplomatic letter to the Admiralty of the Space Navy, trying to convince them to allow diplomatic officers in Star Trek LARP to be able to give letters to particular pirate factions and go, hey look, you work with us in the war, we won't try and get in the way of your pirate activities, and you help us out against the alien war. I think I'm quite good at writing fake diplomatic petitions. That's been my little side activity today in between trying to make sure new little kitty cat feels comfortable. Right, okay, Aerodactyl, Charizard. Okay, you've got like 3 different options. Arachnivolt says fake. That shit sounds official as fuck. Nice letter. Well, I gotta take it seriously. What's the point of doing Star Trek LARP if I'm not gonna take it seriously? Right, oh, they have a bunch of potential threats that I need to worry about here. I don't want to lead Basket Legion because they've got Venusaur, Charizard that can do Solar Beam. Okay. Sneasler comes out in front. Aerodactyl's a threat as well. Do I lead with the King Gambit, or do I lead with... They're going to lead with a Mega Evolution threat. I should probably lead with the Floette. King Gambit, Basket Legion in the back. Playing Pretend is serious business. Alongside that, I've also written letters to the Vice President and the President of Earth, both of whom I've had personal encounters with. Basically to be like, hey look, that thing I helped you with, where, like, you were fucking terrified and I helped you out with the thing, you owe me. Go talk to the Admiralty and tell them that my letters of marque idea is a good idea. When's the season for Champions ending? I gotta make my push for Ultra Ball rank. Today is day 1 of the new season. The previous season ended yesterday. This is going on for another, I think, 6 weeks this season. But yeah, everyone today has gone right back down to Pokeballs here. Oh, this is not the lead I thought you would open with. Okay. The dazzling gleam hair. Yeah, sorry, Arachnivolt. Today is day 1 of season 2. Yeah, the other document that I won't read out on stream because it goes a bit more into Bridge Command spoiler territory is I've been writing a document of what do we know about the alien species right now. Very few of us have encountered one. What do we know about them? Trying to put together like an in-universe. What is the compendium of current knowledge we have on the threat we're going to face? Oh, this is a rough start for me, and I bet you that that Corviknight has a roost on it. No shifts in rules at all. This is a second. This is a second regulation where the same Pokemon and item sets are the case. The next season will be where we will see new Pokemon and new items. They're doing two runs of this rule set. Ugh. Basculegion. Ugh. Do I last respects into the Corviknight? Dazzling Gleam again. Maybe. Hey, Fendi Bambi! Okay. The Venusaur is a mild problem. We can take the Corviknight out this turn, though. Basculegion's attacking fast enough. Tara says, I would love to see missions about things like what is considered vital for the war effort, what if someone's killing prisoners, how would someone try and enforce that treaty, old feuds between groups in the Navy coming to the surface. Oh, there's definitely missions like that in rotation. Bridge Command. Again, without talking too much in the realm of spoilers, I recently had a mission that involved someone that we were supposed to be working alongside. We watched them slit the throat of a prisoner, pretty dramatically. It was like, oh yeah, okay, that's a problem we now have to deal with. Okay. Venusaur poses a pretty big threat to Basculegion. Venusaur's probably going to attack the Basculegion. It's not going to be able to resist doing so. So I'm going to Light of Ruin, Aerodactyl. Okay, I have to hope that I correctly read that Venusaur was going to attack Basculegion. Come on. Okay. We read each other's protects. This does now mean I'm going to have to last respects the Venusaur, Light of Ruin the Aerodactyl, and hope that my speed is enough for me to get... I don't know if I can get a double KO here, but... Oh, that Venusaur's suddenly gonna Giga Drain now. Okay, I can survive the Giga Drain. Thankfully, Venusaur... Honestly, Venusaur, you... Yeah. I mean, yeah, you had some missing health, but I think this worked out okay. Oh. Light of Ruin missing. That's really kind of fucked me here. But, I do think... we protect the Basculegion, because I think you're going to Giga Drain into it again. You can't protect the Aerodactyl. Oh, you did protect the Aerodactyl again. Fuck. You made the gamble. Yeah. Okay. How many more turns are there of Tailwind? So I should really be stalling out the Tailwind. 2 more turns of Tailwind. Okay, we have priority. Let's try and get a kill in on the Aerodactyl. I don't know if we're gonna... Actually, if we Dazzling Gleam, I'm pretty sure Venusaur's gonna attack the Basculegion, but we can get the attack in on the Aerodactyl first, and then the Moonblast can get the finish. Yeah, you're gonna need to not be flinched. Because my health is really low, you're not gonna gain much from the Giga Drain. I need to not be flinched. That's all I need right now. I need to not be flinched. Ah, fuck. Okay, I don't want this to be my first loss. Is this your only 2 Pokemon, or do you have a third in the bag still? You do have a third in the bag. Okay. Sucker Punch the Aerodactyl. Light of Ruin the Venusaur. Okay, I survived. It's not great. I'm probably going to lose Floette this turn. I don't know how winnable this one is, but we're going to try. Oh, that's rough. Okay. Can my King Gambit take 3 Pokemon down? The Tailwind is down. Okay. Gonna have to hope for 2 Sucker Punch KOs and whatever comes in on the back to be something that is weak to King Gambit. Oh, you reset the fucking Tailwind, of course you did. No. God damn it. Yeah. Look, I'm probably fucked. But we play to the ends. We play for the 1-turn wake up. You swapping out is good. It means... Oh, fuck. You've not megaed yet. Oh. I don't think I have an answer to you, Charizard. Let's try for the Protect. Oh, give me the Wake Up into Protect. Sarah says, what I find interesting about Pokemon battles is how you have to be worried about one-shots. It's not a game where you pick away and show the self bar. I mean, it can be. In certain metagames it is. In singles it definitely is. In doubles it's trying to play for your one punch through quite often. Not always. Sometimes it's a game of chip damage, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, more often than not, you're trying to position for a safe time to make the read that gets you your one-hit kill. Okay, that's my first loss today. I think that's all right. We're gonna climb up to Ultra Ball real fast still. Okay. Tailwind Charizard Venusaur sets really are a weakness for this team. Okay. Venusaur's really the only thing that's going to punish Basculegion. Let's go for it. I think Whimsicott Charizard is quite possibly the lead here. I think as long as I can smack down that Charizard ASAP, I might be alright. Ooh, what's everyone's preferred water-type Pokemon? I really like, Azumarill. Ooh, Ariados in the front. I don't have a lot of experience with Ariados. Can I wave crash the Ariados? Magikarp is great. I do love me a good Magikarp. Yeah, Tailwind to be expected. What is your plan with the Ariados? Oh, you don't need to know. You don't need to apologize. You don't need to know any more about Pokemon than you happen to know. Knockoff is a really big threat, but it really didn't do that much in the Ariados. Can I get a one-hit KO on this? Not quite. But I can go for something like Aqua Jet to get the kill. If they don't switch out. Yeah, what is the Ariados plan here? Let's get the Aqua Jet in, ideally before you get a chance to attack, because I think Charizard is going to Mega, and it's going to have Tailwind behind it, and it's going to do some big damage. I should really be doing double protect. I should be stalling out the Tailwind attacks. I know that logically. Yeah, what is the plan with the Ariados? What is it aiming to achieve? Oh, the fucking... Oh, I forgot about the Drought. Sneasel, will you get a chance to get that Diaclaw in before you die? Please, please get the kill with Diaclaw. Ah, rough. Okay. Is it just here to play the speed game? The speed control game? Okay. Protect King Gambit for sure. 2 more turns of Tailwind. Passed on like 4 turns. Ugh. Okay, let's at least take the Ariados out and do some more chip damage. Thankfully, I'm doing an attack that's going to hit multi-targets. Your Rage Powder isn't going to stop me. Could I Sucker Punch you to death, Charizard, is the question. King Gambit can't realistically protect this turn. There's only 1 turn of Tailwind left. If I protect this turn, Floette should be able to get an attack in before anything else next turn. Okay, Charizard is down. It's gonna be a 2v1 against the Venusaur, not in Trick Room. Okay, we might have this. Kowtow Cleave. Light of Ruin. Tara says, all I know about Pokemon is from watching one of the streams. You eventually pick up a lot. Look, before this season, I didn't know really anything about competitive other than stuff I learned watching other people. You pick it up. Okay. Venusaur's definitely going to try and put me to sleep. It's going to be a case of... Oh, no? Okay, I really thought you were going to go for the sleep play. I want to get more information. Are you trying to attack me, or are you trying to put me to sleep right now? Because if I were you, I'd be going for the sleep powder. Okay, the fact you're going for Earth Power is good. The fact you're going for Earth Power means that you're trying to attack me. Which means I can probably sucker punch you without getting put to sleep. Yeah, okay. If they had sleep powder, they probably had the win there. I used Protect. That's a thing that I've been trying to learn to do more often is remember that Protect can be a tool for scouting out. It can be a good tool for... Realistically, what they should do against me here is blank. Do they have that move in their toolset? Or can I punish them for not having that move? And in that case, the fact they didn't try and put me to sleep told me they... Because that would have been their safest tool for shutting down priority moves. It's like, I'm probably safe. Okay. Scizor is probably the Mega on that team, so... Whimsicott's probably going out first to set Tailwind, or Farigiraf to set Trick Room. In either case, Sneasler in the front is probably the right call. Basculegion's not a guaranteed good opener, but it would probably clear through the Whimsicott or the Farigiraf. Definitely the Hisuian Arcanine. Farigiraf's gonna try and set up Trick Room. Can I kill it before it does? Wave Crash Farigiraf might do it. Ah, I should have doubled into Farigiraf. That does mean I'm going to get a free close combat on the Arcanine. It got Intimidate off and will lower my attack, but that's still a good chunk of damage on Arcanine. I think that was a fairly worthwhile trade there. Close combat the Farigiraf. Aqua Jet the Arcanine. Keep the pressure up. If they want to set up Trick Room... Yeah, they're going to want to protect the Arcanine. But whatever they... Oh! Armitel, yes. I've been using it for this very purpose. Thankfully, my priority move was into the Pokemon I was using Protect anyway, so it didn't matter, but... What's the opponent's name? I really didn't pay attention to their name. Apparently it's amusing Fendi Bambi. Something like Squirt Skirt. I need to pay more attention to that. I'll look out for it if it comes up in a sec. Okay, we're both one down. Their big fire type is out of the way now. Means I can probably send in King Gambit safely. Yeah, I really think Sizzle has to be their Mega. No, I did fight against a team of Pokemon that was like Netanyahu, Charlie Kirk. I forget what the other ones on the team were. I was like, oh. Okay. We're gonna force their final Pokemon. Which will allow us to be in control of the information war. Ooh, Feraligatr has a Mega Form, doesn't it? How many turns of Trick Room are there left? 2 turns. Okay. We're gonna double protect just to stall out a turn of Trick Room and get a sense of, yeah, let's get you to commit to your Mega so that I know what you're locking into. We're playing the information game. I know who my big damaging threat now is. I believe Feraligatr Mega Evolving turns it into part Dragon type, which is great because we've got Mega Floette in the back. Which means that I think Scizor is realistically the thing we need to deal with most immediately. If Feraligatr attacks, we will Sucker Punch it. No. Let's focus on taking out the Sizzle. Aqua Jet and Sucker Punch into it. I'm glad I doubled in for that 1%. We're now 3 against 1, and I have Mega Floette in the back. I don't see a way that... I don't see a route for Feraligatr to win this. Particularly now that the Twisted Dimensions are over, but I respect their willingness to try and play it out. The number of times I've been in this position and I've played it out regardless, I can't, hold it against them. And here we go, my big answer to Mega Feraligatr. Feel free to play it out, but Squirt Skirt, I think you might be done. Squirt Skirt. There we go. Got him. Look at me doing well tonight. Doing good at Pokemon. Squirt Skirt is indeed... How did I miss that name earlier? That is a wild name. I don't know what that performance bonus is for. Pokemon Champions performance bonus. What is this performance bonus? People were asking this 14 hours ago. It's listed in the end of season rewards. It means you'll climb out of the lower ranks faster so you can get back to where you were last season more easily. They don't want too many good players stuck in the Pokeball tier for ages. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so because I got to Master Ball tier, up until I get back to Master Ball tier, they're going to give me an experience, an experience boost going, look, you're a Master Ball tier player. We don't want you, like, clogging up Pokeball that's supposed to be for beginners. We'll give you an EXP boost to get you back up to Master Ball quicker. Nice. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's this bloody team again. Okay. Yeah, Basculegion's gotta go in the back, unfortunately. I think we lead with the Mega Floette. Okay, in German it's called placement bonus. Okay, yeah, that's a better name. Okay, this is exactly the lead I suspected you were going to send. Fake out. Charizard. Yeah, go for it. It's, yeah, the Charizard's your Mega. This is my problem. I want to prevent it doing damage for a turn. I want to get a big hit in on it. I want to do my best to smack you down before. I need a better answer to this. I need a Weather Control monster. I need something like a rain setting Pelipper in one of those 2 slots that I've not been using. Because this keeps being a problematic matchup for me, and it doesn't need to be. Sludge Bomb is bad, but we can... Once I get rid of the Charizard, we're in a much safer position to... Okay. Sneasler is going to have to switch out into Basculegion. And we protect the Floette. It's going to really depend what you throw into the Basculegion slot as to how I feel about this turn. Oh, Sleep Powder's rough. Could be worse. I could get a fast wake up maybe, but it's at least not going to take too much damage from Heat Wave. I probably could have gone on the offense and taken the Charizard out. I have to hope for the fast wake up. Floette. Swap into the Sneasler. Whoa. Yeah. So can I make enough use of the repositioning game and not lose too much ground? Yeah. Fuck. I think I'm screwed. I think I'm screwed. Okay. Sucker Punch the Charizard. protect the Floette. Can at least get it to a 2v3 this way. Venusaur, please attack into the Floette. Okay. Okay, King Gambit dodged. That's fine. Sucker Punch for Charizard. I have to try for a Light of Ruin on the Venusaur. Oh. I'm gonna need that Light of Ruin to really carry me. Come on, delete button. Yeah, and Bullet's gonna take the loss here. I think I'm done. I should probably surrender. There's no valor in dragging this out. But yeah, Charizard's gonna reset the drought. You know what? Let's play this through. No, okay. I thought I could survive a close combat. Yeah, I forgot close combat would screw me over quite as much as it did. Okay. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I did lose to Smaden. We're gonna get up to Ultra Ball tonight, at least. We're gonna get back up to Ultra Ball. I can't imagine the climb to Master Ball is gonna take me too long, but tonight's commitment is I wanna hit Ultra Ball at least tonight. Could be Mega Meganium. Could be Mega Camerupt. Mega Meganium seems most likely to me. Constant one-turn Solar Beams is a pretty big threat to be concerned about for sure. Okay, let's fight Alpha. Not the lead I was expecting. I don't know how to deal with either Reuniclus or the Fable. Okay, we have super effective answers for both. Focus Sash. Fucking Focus Sash. Okay, you protected your Reuniclus at least, but... Okay, Trick Room, I see. Did not recognize you as a Trick Room setter, but... Diaclaw the Meganium. Protect the Bastion Legion. Don't go for the kill on Reuniclus yet. Uniclus, you are an interesting Pokemon I had not anticipated. Yeah, you're going to charge and you're going to fire it into Classic Legion. Okay. I might be able to get a type-effective Last Resorts into Reuniclus before Meganium gets a chance to Solar Beam. I need to try and take a big smack into the Meganium. Oh, that not being a kill is rough. Oh, I really thought I would attack before Meganium. Oh, it's Trick Room, isn't it? Yeah. I really should have assumed that your speed tiers are set for Trick Room. Fuck. Okay. Okay, it's 2v3. Their third is pretty low health, so we can get this to a 2v2 reasonably well. But... I think Meganium's going to be pretty heavy. Get a kill on Reuniclus, maybe. And... it's gonna depend what their last one in the back is. Oh! That was worryingly little damage. How many turns of Trick Room left are there? I keep forgetting to practice what I preach, which is stall out the Trick Room turns. I should have been double protecting the waiting turns here. Okay, there is one turn of Trick Room left, so the obvious move is to double protect so that they lose Trick Room. At which point I might have the speed advantage. And if I have the speed advantage, I can maybe do something on the next turn. If they've built their King Gambit to be fast during Trick Room, mine should be faster outside of Trick Room. Hopefully. So... we aim for Light of Ruin on the Meganium and low kick on the King Gambit. Can we get the double? Okay. This might be enough. If my King Gambit is faster outside of Trick Room, you're gonna try the same on me. I don't believe I've used my Chocolberry yet. My King goes down. Mega Floette is faster. But King Gambit has fighting type moves that will wreck me. So it all comes down to, will a Light of Ruin be enough to take down half the bar on King Gambit? It should be. Yeah, okay. Okay. Not the cleanest fight in the world, but I'll take it. Okay. There we go. We've got another climb. Oh, I'm excited about My Chemical Romance news again. Ominously, the band put up just a picture of the Danger Days spider and the word tomorrow on social media. I'm assuming they're doing like a re-recorded, remastered, remixed Danger Days re-release. Like, it's probably nothing more than that, but you know, maybe some scrapped demo tracks. You never know, like something like that. I'm very curious to see what it'll be. There's that fucking Charizard again. Sneasel Vascular Legion. Okay, the Charizard isn't paired with the Venusaur, which means I'm safer to send out the Vascular Legion, but I need to remember Solar Beam Charizard is a very genuine threat. If they send Charizard out in the front, they're probably going to Mega it and Solar Beam straight away into the Vascular Legion. And that's fine, I can prepare for that. I can protect on the first turn, watch for if that's their strategy. I can switch out the Tank It, because I can switch out pretty safely to King Gambit if I think that's the move. If I think they're going for the multi-target flame move, I probably shouldn't. That's the gamble I'm going to be making. Timothy. That like Timothy as in pterodactyl. Timothy. Okay. You didn't start with the Charizard, interestingly. Diaclaw into the Whimsicott is the obvious opening move. You're probably going to Tailwind before I get a chance to stop you. No real reason not to Wave Crash the Skarmory. Mega Skarmory, yeah, I literally, right before it happened, I was like, oh yeah, Mega Skarmory is a thing. I always forget Mega Skarmory is a thing. I remembered it just before it happened. I was like, you might be about to Mega that. I don't know what kind of threat Mega Skarmory poses. I never think about it, but I should be able to... Oh, I can't survive a Mega Bird. Really? Oh. Huh. I did not anticipate that threat properly. Okay, we at least took their Mega out. If it's a one-for-one trade, my Sneasler for their Mega, I think we came out on top on the trade. Okay. I can't send the King Gambit out on the off chance that Charizard's still to come out. I gotta go with the flow out. I've gotta go... I don't think they're sending the Charizard. I think if they Mega'd their Skarmory, I think it's because they're not bringing Mega Charizard. Which I mean, I think means they're not bringing Charizard full stop. Light of Ruin, the Ninetales, Wave Crash. I've lost one, so Last Respects. Yeah, Last Respects the Whimsicott. Ugh. Yeah. A little painful, but we're gonna get the heal in. Oh, Freeze Dry. Is Freeze Dry the 30% accuracy one-hit KO move? Is that what Freeze Dry is? No, it's not. Well, what am I thinking of? Okay, that's kind of rough. 2v2, and I don't know what their last Pokemon is. Garchomp. Okay, this is good. This is good for me. Light of Ruin gets me a guaranteed KO on the Garchomp before it hits. Whimsicott has very little in the way of offense that I need to worry about. Or at least it should. I can't think of anything offense-wise it would do. It would be a major threat to me. Oh, fuck. Did not assume that you would both have speed advantage over me. That's a problem. Oops. Okay, nope, this is very quickly turned around. I am in danger. Ooh. I don't know what my outs are or are not here. I don't know how good or not I survived this matchup. I think they got me. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep climbing. Let's keep climbing. Well, let's see if there's any other news I need to be aware of today. Oh, this bloody lineup again. Okay. Let's try for this. Oh, I have currently seen about 26 minutes of this year's AA Summer Showcase. I'm slowly starting to juggle about, like, what's the order, how do I want to arrange things? What are the trailers that are going to be, like, the cool ones people are going to be, like, talking about afterwards? I'm working it out. It's coming together. I've got a couple of trailers that might be the opener and the close. I gotta wait and see what else comes in, but might be the opener and closer for the show. Okay. Close combat, the King Gambit. Protect the Floette. They're probably going to protect the King Gambit. Or swap it out. Maybe you don't. Maybe you keep it in. I'd love to see you keep it in. If you swap it out, close combat's going to get a free hit on something. I think that means we're not swapping anything out. You might hit Protect. Hey, Abby! You didn't protect the King Gambit. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's basically a free gimme for me. Now, Aerodactyl, if you could attack its Floette, this would be the perfect opening turn. Okay, Tailwind, Aerodactyl. I'm doing good. I'm already doing quite quickly on my climb back up to Master Ball rank. I read out a letter I wrote for some fake Star Trek LARP diplomacy project that I've been working on. Right. I'm gonna try and double into the Charizard. The Charizard, it could protect, but I think it's gonna Mega, and I think it's gonna try and do as much damage as it can, as quickly as it can, and I think I need to just try and... Oh, the Tailwind setup. Fuck, I forgot that we had Tailwind up. I'm sorry to hear that Comic-Con has not panned out. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna... fucking Flinch. Flinch really feels like its percentage is too high. Okay. Okay. I have to get the Flinch thread out of the way. Abby says, turns out my friends massively underestimated the cost of hotels in London around convention time. If you want to be anywhere near MCM itself, yes. I've got some secrets for you if you want to, like, so first of all, you share too many people to a hotel room. That's just the Comic-Con way. But there are some places that you can get a hotel that are cheaper, that people don't think about, that are pretty easy walking distance from the con. Like, when I was regularly going to MCM, I was looking at, like, obviously you want to be booking earlier than this on hotels, but you book at places like London City Airport Travel Lodge is usually pretty good. If you go, what is it, North Greenwich? North Greenwich looks like it's really far away. The bridge over the water, like the sort of sky bridge over the water next to MCM that goes over to the other side of the river, like a 10-minute walk to the other side of the river, you can get to like the Greenwich Travel Lodge, where it's like 2 stops on the DLR to go like to Canning Town and then back up. Where am I? Tailwind is one more turn. I'm gonna try and outstay the Tailwind. So yeah, if you don't mind staying in parts of London that are not right next to the con, yeah, you can find cheaper places to stay. Yeah, Floette was never going to get the double protect that I needed to... I was never going to get attacking either. Tara says, now that she's home with you, what can you tell us about your new cat Gizmo? Well, I can tell you a little bit about Gizmo. While I'm trying to navigate this terrifying turn in Pokemon. Sorry, give me 1 second to work out what I want to do here. Is it just 2 that they've got? I need to take this out. Sucker Punch, yeah, into... Garchomp's still faster? Yikes. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, I think I probably lost this. Gizmo. Gizmo's about 15. Has a little bit of arthritis, so we're going to give him a little bit of medicine sometimes. Very cuddly cat, very nervous in our new place. Likely a result of having moved from their owner's home to the cat sanctuary to us quite quickly. So they've been moved and moved again, and that seems to have unsettled them a fair bit. But very lovely, very cuddly cat that we are working very hard to make feel safe in their new home. Previous owner passed away, was not found for a few days, meaning that Gizmo spent several days alone in a dark room, no food, no water. Claws grew into the paw pads on the bottom of the feet, which is pretty rough. some skin health issues developed. It's all been cleared up. Gizmo is doing really well now. But yeah, Gizmo came out of a pretty rough situation. So we are being very gentle and very, like, hey, look, I know it's scary being somewhere new. We're going to give you plenty of time to warm up to new home. She has spent the first day or so doing a lot of hiding behind things. She's been very finding her little hidey holes. She didn't get a chance to meet her last owner, poor girl. Look, there's no way I could have asked. I get the impression if she was there long enough that her claws grew long enough that they grew into the paw pads, that doesn't happen quickly. She wasn't the skinniest cat. I do have to wonder if she ate her old lady. I do have to wonder. But yeah, she's spent a lot of her first 24 hours doing some hiding, and that's fine. We're being gentle, we're being chill. We're gonna set up a calming cat pheromone diffuser tomorrow to help her feel a little more relaxed. She's come out a couple of times to explore. She's been very cute. I got to play with her a little bit yesterday. She did a little bit of hunting with the worm on a string. She's very sweet. And I'm very much looking forward to the journey that will be helping her to feel safe and helping her to feel good and safe in new environment. It's not going to be immediate, but it's going to be worth the it's going to be worth putting the work in. Here we go, here we go. They're gonna go Mega Victory Bell and that's... Oh, really? What? Maybe I should have swapped out Sneasler. Yeah, I maybe need to swap these Pokemon out and try my other options. Yeah. Honestly, let's stick with this, actually. If I can chip it down to just Gyarados, we've got Mega Floette in the back. It should be pretty easy. Oh, sorry to hear about the migraine. Oh no. There we go. I can show a little more of Gizmo on stream now, though. I can show a very cute video of Sleepy Gizmo. Give me one moment. I can show Gizmo off a bit more now. Let me just get this. Last couple of attacks set up. Here we go, sleepy kitty cat having a nap. What else? Have I got other images? I've got other ones I can show probably now. Sec. Got this picture of her doing a tentative little explore around the living room with all of her various cat accoutrements. This was around dinner time yesterday. She came out and had some dinner and had a little wander around. Yeah, she's a brave baby. She has spent a lot of the last. Oh, there we go. She spent a lot of time hiding in her little hidey spots, but she's come out a couple of times to have a little explore, come have a little look around. Brave little baby. I'm excited for the first time that she curls up on my lap and I can give her a good petting. I need to be mildly concerned about that Sinister, but... Yeah, okay, you're gonna try and stop me from... You don't want me to get Talonflame with my water attack, but... Close combat, I've got Choice Scarf, so the close combat's probably gonna hit you first. Which will probably free up Basculegion to do Wave Crash, unless you have Focus Sash on the dead mouse. You probably have Focus Sashed dead mouse. But I suspect it's going to be Follow Me. I will close combat into the dead mouse, taking everything but Focus Sash. I'll Wave Crash the Focus Sash. Unless you don't have Focus Sash, in which case I can probably... Ooh, you might not have... Yeah, you might not have Focus Sash. Yeah, you only had to protect Talonflame because you knew that Dead Mouse wasn't going to be able to tank both hits for you. I reckon you probably wanted to set up Tailwind this first turn. Okay. What do we got? Oh, I don't have a lot of experience with you. Close combat super effective again. That's very good news. I think I just put the same... Ooh. Okay. Was not ready for acrobatics. Yeah, everyone expected to go for Unburden. Oh! Yeah, I do not know either of your movesets nearly well enough. Ouch. I was in a really good position and then I really fucked it up. Okay. 2v3. Whoa. Okay, Mega Kangaskhan you're running? Okay, I can answer that. Can I please take out the Talonflame? Ooh. Okay, I think I'm screwed. Okay, the Talonflame is a fire type, so we need to take that out first. We Sucker Punch Perry. Oh, it's been lovely to have you back, Abby. Have a good evening. Rest well. Fuck. Can I survive the Flare Blitz? I can, but I have very little else left to work with. I should have protected that turn. I should have protected. You only had the one fake out turn available. Okay, this is two fairly weak Pokemon, I think. Oh no, Masamune is on full. Okay. You're both weak to low kick. Let me understand your threats. Let me protect for a turn and work out what you've got. I don't need to worry about. Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't do this sooner. No, you double protected. We all protected. Yeah, I see. Sucker Punch can maybe take out Mel. If King Gambit does something that misses, maybe I pull this back. I don't survive this. No, I had to give it a go. I have to give it a shot. That turn where I lost both of mine for nothing. I just didn't know my speed tiers for those two threats. Talonflame, Hisui, and Samurott is just a speed tier I am familiar with. We're gonna get to Ultra Ball here tonight. We're gonna do it. Oh, sticky is a bad feeling. Oh no. Okay. We're gonna go same lead. We're gonna do it again. Marcus Skullman is asking if I can do a reading from Macbeth in my Frank Westerly voice from Dice Funk. Give me a second to find that voice again. It's been a while. Oh, yeah, sort of down here in the sort of around here. Gotta warm up into it. Gotta find that voice. Oh, this will be a good dad of my kids, you know. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. How was that? Was that suitable? Sometimes I have to warm up into a voice. The next season Dice Funk voice that tomorrow night I need to start recording in, I'm still having to sort of warm up phrase into. Oh, yeah. Of course. I'm having to sort of warm-up phrase myself into it still. Okay. Fake out the Tinkerton so I can safely wave crash the Talonflame. Oh, I underestimated the Talonflame last time in this position, didn't I? We swap the Talonflame. We swap the Sneasel to King Gambit. Wave crash the Talonflame. Maracas scares. Frank made it sound less like Shakespearean theatre and more like he was just in a bad mood and letting off steam. I might try to get into the Baron's voice just to warm up to the Baron. Life, must walk in shadow. Poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. Is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. There's a reasonable amount of Shakespearean. It sounds like I'm Brian Blessed trying to do Shakespeare with the Baron. Oh, then is heard no more. Is a tale told by an idiot. Blah, blah. Right, what do I do? Opposing Meditite movements on the ring. Oh, yes. King Gambit, you sucker punch. It's not very effective on the opposing Tinkerton. Ooh, yeah, Mega Medicham is not a Pokemon I see very often, huh? I might switch to the Trick Room team after this match. Try and do the last bit of ladder climbing with my Trick Room. Okay. I know what their Mega is, at least. Take the Tinkerton out with this. Light of Ruin into the Medicham. I've got to hope my speed tier is high enough. I could swap out either of these. Do I know what their third is? Should get us the kill on Tinkerton. Okay, so we got it to a 2v2 right now. Depends, am I fast enough to get out ahead? Yes, I am fast enough to get out ahead of that Mega. It should make this a 2v1. Yeah, okay. I mean, if I win with this team, maybe I'll stick with it a little longer. Ninetales. Okay, we know it's not Mega. Yeah, 2v1, I think we just gotta go full offense and hope we can outpace them. Yeah, okay. There we go. Where are we at in the climb? How much experience are we gonna get for this? Screw it, one more with this team. Two or three wins. 2 or 3 wins and we hit Ultra Ball tier. Which I think for day one, for the first stream of the new season, getting back up to Ultra Ball tier is pretty good. Okay. This squad again, okay. Skarmory or Tyranitar are their potential megas. Mega Skarmory is nothing to sneeze at, but Mega Tyranitar worries me more. A weather control Mega. They're probably looking at my team and going, you have no intrinsic weather setting. As a result, I imagine they're probably going to send the Mega Tyranitar set. I think they probably are Mega Skarmory. Let's double into the Skarmory on the chance it's the Mega. Wave Crash. Yeah, this doesn't up your defense, does it? This just ups your attack. Come on. Can I... Oh, not quite. Okay, close combat should be able to take that out. Start working on the Gyarados. Do you have Protect on the Skarmory, or are you going to try and retreat it? Yeah, okay. We're going to get a decent attack in on the Gyarados. Gyarados is probably going to get the best hit out of this, honestly. Yeah. But Skarmory can't defend next turn. So we send in Mega Float. Dazzling Gleam. Last Respects is now going to be twice as powerful. We throw it in on the Gyarados. I think that's probably going to be enough to take this pair out. Gyarados could Protect. Either of them could switch. But, yeah, you're going to try and switch because you want to set the Intimidate up. Yeah, you want to... Well, yeah, that explains it. You want to... You really want to lean in on the Intimidate. Oh, did not expect your speed there. Fuck. Oh, that's rough. I really thought I was faster. Oopsie. Big old mistake there. Oh no. Okay. Okay, okay. We can do this. We can do this. Sucker Punch Skarmory if it tries to move. Wave Crash Incineroar. Wasn't even a focus sash. That's painful. Okay. How many are we against? 2v2? Or is it 2v3? Please tell me that we're in a 2v1 now. I think we're in a 2v2, but I'd love to know that it's in a 2v1. Oh god, Gyarados is going to come back out and reset Intimidate. And Sneasler. Okay. What are my answers here? What are my tools? Defiant. Oh, yeah, Defiant. I forgot I had Defiant. Protect King Gambit, because you're probably going to close combat into it. Last respects the Sneasler. We want the Sneasler threat out the way ASAP, because it's going to try and take out King Gambit. Fuck, yeah. Should have called it that you were also going to protect. Do I risk trying for the double protect? They really want to take the King Gambit out. 1 in 3 chance double protect works. It's not a sensible gamble, but it's the gamble I'm going to make. I know it's an it was never going to work. Well, no, around 1 in 3 times it should work, but, you know. Diaclaw, not that strong against Bastica Legion. Can I one-hit KO Gyarados with Last Respects now that it's powered up? And then Aqua Jet Sneasler for the finish? Hey, Daniel Aldridge, Pokemon Champions is going good. Because I made it to Master Ball tier in the last season, I get like a boost to help me get back up to Master Ball tier quicker, which is cool. We're in Great Ball, we're almost back up to Ultra Ball. Yeah, there we go, and you've used Protect on the Sneasler, which you can't use it again. I think we got ya. I think we've got ya. Oh. Yeah, Diaclaw won't do much. Yeah, oh yeah, because Bastica Legion hasn't swapped out at all this game, so it's like 3 Intimidates deep, which I should really be thinking about. What's your game plan here, Sneasler? Are you gonna try for the double protect? The triple protect? Are you trying to stall out my uses of Aqua Tail here? I think you're grasping at straws. Yeah. Okay, okay. One more win, and I think we'll make it to Ultra Ball tier. I think we are 1 win away from Ultra Ball tier. Look at us. We're gonna get back to Ultra Ball tier day 1. Yes! We got this. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to stress it. I'm just simply going to win the match and go straight up to Ultra Ball. I'm gonna make it to Ultra Ball. What, 2 hours into day 1 of the season? Lopunny Admirer. Oh. Hey. Sure. Okay, Mega Scovillain. Mega Scovillain I don't have the most experience with. That's gonna be their Mega, though. So we're gonna try and get rid of it. We're gonna try and get rid of it ASAP. Like, I probably should... I shouldn't double into it. I should... Wave Crash into the Aerodactyl, but I see a Mega... I know a Mega coming when I see it, and I want to deal with the Mega before it... Oh, you protected... Okay, you protected Aerodactyl. Okay, no, we did make the right call. Okay, okay. Oh, you double protected. Okay. Well, that means you can't protect next turn. That makes the read really easy for me. But it also means you're probably going to predict you doing the same again. You won't see it coming when I Wave Crash the Aerodactyl. Okay, you're using Rage Powder. You're gonna pull me into the double anyway. Oh, that's fine. Can I one-hit with the Diaclaw? Not quite. Yeah, I'm gonna take burns on both of my Pokemon, unfortunately. Yeah, we lose Sneasler. They lose their Mega. It's not ideal, but it's probably the right trade. We take a burn, but otherwise we're 1 for 1, but they're 1 level to Mega. That considerably lowers their back row options. Floette's probably pretty safe to come out now. I'm gonna protect Floette. I'm gonna try and Wave Crash into the Aerodactyl before King Gambit gets a chance to move. Because it's gonna try and do a Steel type attack probably into the Floette. That's my prediction. Please don't flinch me, fucker. Should be able to one-hit the Aerodactyl. Yeah, ETH Demon, if you made it up to Master Ball last season, you have a bonus that you might have noticed. That means you're climbing the ranks faster. Basically, because if you got to Master Ball last season, they don't want you clogging up Pokeball with people who should be fighting, like, basic opponents. They're like, look, we're gonna make the climb back up the Master Ball quicker for you so that you more quickly are fighting level-appropriate opponents. Okay. Let's try and just double into Bruh. Yeah, they're trying to minimize the amount of time that, like, players who should be being matched up with equal skill, low-ranked players, to minimize how frequently they're getting matched up against, like, Master Ball tier players who are just like, I've got my Master Ball tier team, I'm just trying to climb again. Hey, femboy. The Primarina. Let's see how quickly we can take you down. Is this a 4v1? Or 3v1? Yeah. There we go, back up to Ultra Balls here. With a full 15 minutes of stream left, we're back up to Ultra. Look, I don't think we're going to make it all the way up to Master Ball in this one stream, but 2 hours, what, 2 hours 50, 2 hours and 5 minutes to make it back to Ultra Ball? That's pretty good. Ooh. Moo. Okay, we want Sneasler in the front because they're probably going to open with the mice. Askin Legion would be great if they open up the Aerodactyl for speed control. Floette for the dragon. Yeah, we do it this way. Well, I'm not going to stream for too much later tonight because I have a busy day tomorrow, and I need to get some sleep. ETH Demon, it's not that I caved and I'm using Floette, it's just I have like 4 different teams and Floette's pretty fun. I've been enjoying quote-unquote the delete button. I still really like my my Trick Room team. My Trick Room team with my Mega Gardevoir and Eruption Torkoal with the Charcoal. Okay. Close combat into the Mouse Hold. Last respects into the Gardevoir. If Mouse Hold has Focus Sash, it might survive, but if not, I can get a hit in on this. Well, it's just fun. I've yet, look, you know what would be caving to me? Is I've yet to do the rain setting, the team that is Venusaur, Charizard, Pelipper, Tyranitar. I've not done any of the weather setting, the weather setter mega stuff that's been the 100% been the meta so far. I've yet to do that meta. I'm largely rotating between my all-offense team and my Trick Room team. My surprisingly speedy offense team and my slow-it-down Trick Room. That was a brave turn to set up, given your speed tier. No, I've been really loving Mega Gardevoir. Mega Gardevoir, just clicking Dazzling Gleam is a real brute force wall that you have to come up against sometimes. Okay, close combat into the Weavile. Last resorts into the Gardevoir. Do you have a way to stop me? Weavile could have, like, knockoff, fake out, sucker punch. Like, it could have something to try and punish me here for the, yeah. Yeah, so you're faking out to stop me hitting. But that means you can't protect Gardevoir next turn. You might have Protect on the Weavile, but I think likely we're going to repeat the turn and you're not going to be able to slow me down this time. Yep, there's that focus sash. Get the God of War out now. Oh, my choice scarf is gone. Oopsie. Vascular Legion is gone. Okay, okay. I underestimated you. Okay. But you got two Pokemon that are kind of weak right now. The Dazzling Gleam's probably going to threaten both of you. He can't stop it. And then you've only got one in the back. Do you swap something is the question. But you can't fake out me. Yeah. You want to get another fake out in there. Okay, you've at least revealed your back row now. In a turn where... Ooh, I'm going to be low-kicking that King Gambit slot. Ooh. Oh, you've kind of screwed yourself. King Gambit's just going to take a free low-kick here. And a Dazzling Gleam to a lesser extent. I say that, it took 50% damage. Which is probably important given the Chompel Berry, but there we go. You are exactly back to where you were a turn ago, except you don't have a Gambit in the back row. And God of War can't protect this turn. You can fake out, which I suspect you will probably do. You'll probably fake out the Floette. But that does leave me free to... Kowtow Cleave the God of War who can't protect. That's... why did you not Mega this sooner? Surprising. Okay. Yeah, expected that fake out. Oh! Ouch. Wow. Oh, ouch. Okay, well, I need this Dazzling Gleam to take the win because, fuck, I was not anticipating that. I need to get the double KO with Dazzling Gleam. I really thought this was a lock. No, I underestimated that. The fact that you didn't straight away protect the Mega Evolve the Gardevoir really got me to put my my defenses down. Weavile, sorry, I really underestimated Weavile's speed there. Fuck, no. Honestly, GG to that player. They pulled that win out of their ass there, and I gotta hand it to them. Right, I'm probably gonna leave the stream here for tonight. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. There we go. I made it back up to Ultra Ball, Ultra Ball tier. Oh, okay. So that bonus. Okay, the bonus doesn't take you all the way up to Master Ball. I made it to Master Ball last time, so the bonus brings me up to Ultra Ball to get me back up here quicker. I'm gonna leave it here for tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I'll be back streaming again on Friday. I don't know what I'll be streaming. Dark Steel, I have heard that news. I talk about it on Pokeposition tomorrow. There's a limit to how much of a win it is, but me and Conrad talk about it in some depth. I look forward to that on Pokeposition tomorrow. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I'm gonna go see how that little kitty cat's doing, if she's feeling any more chill.